Fine, Connor. How are you as we go live? Connor stops by and says hi. Hello, Connor. As I, as I go live, he says, "How are you?" Connor's the greeting today, everybody. Hello, welcome to Monarchs Live. I was just actually just waving at Connor, then he disappeared there. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well today. We did catch up at lunch today, so we're going to just be real quick here with the lineup card and get you caught up. Nothing really new. The only thing I can tell you that's sort of, I guess, a positive thing to watch today was that the Monarchs. I'm going to check the audio and make sure I'm hearing myself. And yep, I am hearing myself good. Is that Kansas City? They did hit today. A couple of things. Ryan Grotjohn was out there hitting. That was good to see. And one more little, and I don't want you guys to don't go crazy, but I did see one John Hernandez out there hitting some BP as well for this one. So again, welcome to Monarchs Live. Dan Vaughn with you, voice of the Monarchs. We're coming to you from Sioux City, Iowa. Glad you're along on a Monday. One of those Mondays we actually play. We'll be playing here in just a few minutes, and we are about an hour from game, about 59 minutes from game time, something like that. And we'll be on the air in about 30, just 35 after the hour for the pregame show. I got a great pregame show for you today. First off, I'm connecting the dots on Jesse Owens and Oscar Charleston, the Monarchs, the Negro Leagues. There's something there that I had seen over and over again, and finally I just said, what's the deal? Only because I happen to just do what I do sometimes, dive down a different lane. And also John Updike, our friend there, and Gary South Shore helped me with this one too. So I'm kind of excited about talking about Jesse Owens and his connection to baseball in the 1930s, post-gold medal. We'll talk about that. Also, we'll have a Coors Light flashback moment. We'll take you to Oklahoma City in 1939, where this story sort of came from, and also talk about the Monarchs and with Joe Calpietri. We'll get some great insight from Joe. No panic here, nothing to see here. Just let's get this thing gelling and get going in the right direction. With Lewis Thorpe going tonight for Kansas City, facing fellow lefty Blaine Hardy, a big league matchup here from Mercy Field at Lewis and Clark Park. Also, you're around the American Association numbers, and we will get you ready for the broadcast tonight here in about, I guess, a half hour or so on MixLR, of course, AA Baseball TV as well from here in Sioux City. I've got myself plugged in. I assume that's a good thing. So that's a positive thing here. So we're looking forward to that. I will take a moment for any comments or questions here. But again, team arriving here at the ballpark about 3:30-ish, something like that. And everybody seems to be all good. They got some really good work in today, it looked like. And really overall, somebody asked me today, maybe at WD-40, how's the team? How are they doing? And, these little bumps in the road have not happened a lot, okay? You've got to go back to August of 2019, the last time the Monarchs lost 4 in a row. You know what happened next? They won 12 in a row on the way to their first division title in back-to-back division titles, the association. So, it's a daily proposition, but the body of work, I think, speaks for itself, and I think that's what you're going to see. The body of work will speak for itself. All right, lineup card tonight, brought to you by Price Chopper. Kansas City knows Price Chopper with the best rewards program around. It's Price Chopper. Let me pull this up for you, and I'll tell you that it'll be the leadoff spot of Malik Smith. Malik can change the game on a dime, and he did that yesterday, getting that first run over in King County. He'll be followed by Jacob Robson. It's not Robeson, Robson. We do have a pronunciation on that. And then David Thompson slides the third spot. Matt Adams, he's had a great week. Very consistent. He'll bat in that 4th spot, the DH. Darnell Swinney goes in the 5 spot at 2nd. Darnell's been in a good groove. Casey Gillespie over in right field, about 6th. Batting 7th, the newly required Gio Brusa. Brusa, who came into the ballgame yesterday mid-stride, will bat 7th. Batting 8th will be catcher Alexis Almeida. And Kevin Santa bats 9th. He will be your shortstop tonight for Kansas City. So it'll be Malik Smith, Jacob Robson, David Thompson, Matt Adams, Darnell Swinney, Casey Gillespie, Gio Brusa, Alexis Almeida, and Kevin Santa behind the Australian Lewis Thorpe. And we'll bring in that, what he's been throwing, that wicked hook and that good fastball mixed in. And Thorpe is really, along with Matt Hall, become a really good leader of the staff. And really, you can just feel when he goes, you just feel that whole energy going with Lewis Thorpe. So that'll be coming up. And so your reminders here on the broadcast coming up in just a few moments. Let's give this to you here. There we go. AA Baseball TV. AA Baseball TV coming up your way in about a half hour or so. We'll actually probably about, 40 minutes or so. And then we'll be in the radio in about 25 minutes on Mixlr right there. And that, of course, is the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network. And I'll bring that into you. There we go. There we go. Let's bring this down. There we go. Coming your way here in just a moment. So that's the story right there from here in Sioux City. Monarchs and the Explorers, always fun when these two get together. It doesn't matter where in the standings they are. It doesn't matter what the story is. And by the way, I mentioned this today at lunch. Sioux City technically is in fifth place, but they're tied for fourth. Very much alive in the playoff hunt. And I talked about it a little bit this week. To me, the fun part of August was, yes, the two top spots. The race for Fargo and Kansas City, that's pretty good, right? And then that's a fun race. But to me, the bottom races with the Garys, the Clevelands, I miss what happened to Chad. Yeah, let me tell you about that real quickly, Woody, and let you know about that. De La Guerra had a concussion issue lingering. Concussion lingers, okay? And sometimes these things come back. One little jolt can bring back those symptoms, and you just don't mess around with concussions this day and age. You just don't do it. And unfortunately for him, that was something the club had to part ways with. Couldn't keep a roster spot. Your injury list is already full. He can't play anyway because of the concussion. So, and it's a very dangerous thing. So wishing him the best, hoping for a return down the road, but wishing Chad the best. And that's what I understand from that situation. Concussion protocol center, whatever you want to call it, but that's the main gist of that. The other, again, the piece I was telling you about earlier just a moment ago, the races I love, it's the bottom, Cleveland, Gary, and really Cleveland and Gary right now. And then the other side, Sioux City, Lincoln. Sioux Falls sort of hanging around, but those two, that's some exciting stuff with that fourth spot. And it's really meaningful baseball. And something Joe told me today in the top step, I think we're going to be going to Labor Day weekend. This thing will still not be decided. And that's the kind of race we've got going on in the American associations, both East and West. And the East a little clear right now. Chicago, the chalk there, but they have just been swept by Sioux City, who's coming in red hot. All kinds of storylines in this one, right? We got plenty to talk about tonight in the broadcast. I'll see you there in the broadcast tonight. Hope you'll join me on Mixlr and on AA Baseball TV on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network. And we're ready for the 1, 2, 3, go Monarchs. Always one of our favorite times of the day, right? We all like to scream a little 1, 2, 3, go Monarchs, right? Well, let's do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go Monarchs. I'll see you in the broadcast. Night, everybody.